This video is not intended to inspire any conflicts. It is provided solely for informational purposes, including all content and images. Is the conflict between Guyana and Venezuela possible? Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth military analyses. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Made by @DevDataPlanet YouTube channel 2025. Introduction. The possibility of military conflict between Guyana and Venezuela in 2025 centers on the long-standing territorial dispute over the Essequibo region, a mineral and oil-rich area comprising about 2/3 of Guyana's territory, which Venezuela claims as its own. Below is a comprehensive analysis of the likelihood of conflict based on credible sources, historical context, and current geopolitical dynamics, including insights from the provided search results. The analysis avoids speculation beyond available evidence and critically evaluates the situation to provide a clear, concise assessment. Historical context. The Essequibo region, administered by Guyana since the 1899 Paris Arbitral Award, has been claimed by Venezuela for over a century. Venezuela argues the award was invalid and cites historical borders from the Spanish colonial period. The discovery of significant oil reserves in the 2010s, particularly by ExxonMobil in Guyana's offshore Stabroek block, escalated tensions as Guyana's oil production is set to surpass Venezuela's. Recent developments. In December 2023, Venezuela held a referendum with reported 95% support for annexing Essequibo, though turnout was low and results were questioned. Venezuela has taken provocative actions, including appointing a governor for Guyana Essequibo in 2025, deploying troops near the border and conducting naval incursions, such as a Venezuelan warship approaching Guyana's Liza Destiny oil platform in March 2025. Guyana has responded by enhancing its military capabilities, including surveillance technology and joint exercises with the U.S., and pursuing legal recourse through the International Court of Justice, which Venezuela rejects. Factors reducing risks. 1.1. International deterrence. U.S. support. The U.S. has reaffirmed its unwavering support for Guyana's sovereignty, conducting joint military exercises and deploying warships to the Caribbean, framed as counter-narcotics operations, but signaling deterrence. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio warned of a very bad day for Venezuela if it acts militarily. Regional response. Brazil, a neighbor to both countries, has deployed troops and anti-tank missiles to its border with Venezuela to deter aggression, with President Lula signaling intolerance for military action. CARICOM condemned Venezuela's referendum as a violation of international law. ICJ involvement. Guyana's case at the ICJ seeks to affirm the 1899 border, and while Venezuela rejects the court's jurisdiction, an adverse ruling could damage Venezuela's international standing if it uses force. 2. Mutual risks. Analysts note that both sides face high risks in a full-scale conflict. Guyana's small military relies on international support, but U.S. involvement could deter Venezuela. Maduro risks regime collapse if a conflict fails, especially given U.S. sanctions and domestic unrest. Factors reducing risks. 2.3. Venezuela's limitations. Military weakness. Despite a larger military, 100,000 plus personnel versus Guyana's 5,000, Venezuela's forces are hampered by economic instability, outdated equipment, and low morale. Invading through dense Essequibo jungle or via amphibious landing is logistically challenging. Economic constraints. Venezuela's economic crisis limits its capacity for sustained military operations, especially against a U.S.-backed Guyana. Diplomatic isolation. Venezuela's rejection of the ICJ and aggressive rhetoric have isolated it diplomatically, with limited regional support beyond Russia, Iran, and China. 4. Diplomatic efforts. The 2023 Argyll Agreement and Brazil's mediation efforts in January 2025, e.g. the Brasilia Joint Commission, aim to de-escalate tensions. Guyana remains open to bilateral talks on non-territorial issues, though Venezuela insists on direct negotiations over Essequibo. Factors increasing risks 1-1. Venezuela's provocations. Military buildup, satellite imagery, and social media posts confirm Venezuelan military activity, including infrastructure development, roads, airstrips near the border, and the redeployment of Iranian-made missile boats to Venezuela's Atlantic coast. Gray zone tactics. Venezuela has employed non-state actors, e.g. colectivos, ELN, PIMON groups, for border skirmishes and hybrid provocations, such as attacks on Guyanese soldiers in May 2025, 3 incidents in 24 hours on the Cuyuni River. Naval incursions. The March 2025 incident involving a Venezuelan warship in Guyana's exclusive economic zone, EEZ, near ExxonMobil's operations heightened tensions, with Guyana deploying air and Coast Guard assets in response. Political motives. President Nicolas Maduro uses the Essequibo dispute to rally domestic support amid Venezuela's economic crisis, hyperinflation, shortages, and political unrest following disputed elections. The dispute distracts from internal challenges and aligns with his anti-Western narrative. Factors increasing risks 2-2. Geopolitical alliances. Venezuela's ties to Russia, Iran, and China, the axis of disorder, provide military and political backing. Russian Wagner Group personnel and Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps forces reportedly train Venezuelan troops, and Russian military bases exist in Venezuela. Guyana's alignment with the U.S., UK, and regional allies, Brazil, CARICOM, strengthens its defense but escalates tensions, as Venezuela views foreign involvement as provocative. 3. Resource stakes. Guyana's booming oil sector, projected to produce 2 million barrels daily by 2035, contrasts with Venezuela's declining oil industry, creating economic incentives for Maduro to pursue Essequibo's resources. 4. Recent incidents. Posts on X from September 1, 2025, report Venezuelan troops firing across the border at a Guyanese boat carrying election materials, indicating ongoing low-level aggression. Guyana accused Venezuela of violating the 2023 Argyll Agreement, which both nations signed to avoid force, while Venezuela denied the claims and accused Guyana of seeking a war front. Strategic analysis. Likelihood of military conflict in 2025, low probability of full-scale war. Experts, including those from CSIS and Eurasia, consider a full-fledged invasion highly unlikely due to Venezuela's logistical and economic constraints, U.S. deterrence, and regional opposition from Brazil and CARICOM. High risk of limited skirmishes. The March 2025 naval incursion, May 2025 border attacks, and September 2025 gunfire incidents suggest a pattern of gray zone tactics, e.g., naval harassment, non-state actor incursions, rather than all-out war. These actions aim to pressure Guyana without triggering a broader conflict. Potential flashpoints. A miscalculation, such as a Venezuelan attack on Guyana's oil infrastructure or a Guyanese response escalating tensions, could lead to localized conflict. Venezuela's planned elections in Essequibo, April 2025, or further naval provocations could also spark incidents. Geopolitical wildcard. Russia's support and U.S. involvement in other global conflicts, e.g., Ukraine, Middle East, might embolden Maduro if he perceives a distracted U.S., though this is speculative and not directly supported by evidence. Critical assessment. The dispute is driven by Venezuela's domestic political needs and economic desperation, contrasted with Guyana's growing oil wealth and international alliances. Maduro's actions, referendums, troop movements, naval incursions appear designed to project strength domestically and intimidate Guyana, but they fall short of preparations for a full invasion. Guyana's restrained responses, backed by U.S. and regional support, reduce the likelihood of escalation unless Venezuela miscalculates. The presence of U.S. warships and Brazil's military buildup act as strong deterrents, while the ICJ process offers a legal pathway, though Venezuela's non-compliance limits its effectiveness. Social media posts on X reflect heightened tensions but are inconclusive without verified details. Conclusion. As of September 10, 2025, the possibility of a full-scale military conflict between Guyana and Venezuela in 2025 is low due to Venezuela's economic and military limitations, strong U.S. and regional deterrence, and ongoing diplomatic efforts. However, the risk of limited skirmishes or gray zone provocations, e.g., naval incursions, border clashes, remains moderate to high, particularly around Guyana's oil operations or Venezuela's planned Essequibo elections. The situation could escalate if either side miscalculates, but international pressure and Venezuela's internal constraints make a sustained conflict unlikely. Guyana's reliance on the U.S. and ICJ, combined with Brazil's mediation, will likely keep tensions below the threshold of war, though vigilance is warranted given recent border incidents. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth military analyses. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Made by at Dev Data Planet YouTube channel 2025.